Are you looking for an athletic scholarship? You're in the right place. This is the Recruit Me Athletic Scholarship Podcast, the longest-running podcast on recruiting and athletic scholarships. We're here to help your family navigate the recruiting road all the way to an athletic scholarship. He's a recruiting expert and a dad of a D1 athlete and a newly committed high school athlete that just received an athletic scholarship. He's got a wealth of experience to share. Here's Recruit Me CEO, Brent Hanks.
Welcome to episode 299 of the Athletic Scholarship Podcast. The Athletic Scholarship Podcast is the longest-running athletic recruiting education podcast in the world, and we are on the verge of hitting 300 episodes. Join me next Tuesday as we celebrate the 300th episode and look back on some of the great past recruiting advice given in some of the past 299 episodes. The Athletic Scholarship Podcast is one of the free and inexpensive resources that Recruit Me and RecruitMe-.com provides to enhance your recruiting journey. Go to recruit-me.com and get the free Recruiting Power Pack on the homepage. Get all the free Athletic Scholarship podcasts on the Recruit Me Podcast tab. Get the recruiting checklist for only $1 on the Resources tab. Also on the Resources tab, you'll see information on the QR Recruiter Draft Tag, the Athletic Scholarship 24-month Planner and Journal, and the Athletic Scholarship Playbook, all for a very low cost. The new Recruit Me 3.0 tab gives you a description and an opportunity to get access to the cornerstone of Recruit Me, the Recruit Me 3.0 Athletic Scholarship System. Get the full description of the Recruit Me 3.0 system at recruit-me.com. My intent with Recruit Me is to provide you with as many free and inexpensive resources to answer the how-tos, the when-tos, and the how-oftens. Along with these free resources, Recruit Me has the Recruit Me 3.0 Athletic Scholarship System. The Recruit Me 3.0 Athletic Scholarship System is the cornerstone of Recruit Me. Now, the Recruit Me 3.0 Athletic Scholarship System is not free, but it's only $127, and it is a very inexpensive resource that is a proven step-by-step solution to control your recruiting process and get you an athletic scholarship. John Fugler, the original owner of Recruit Me and the original podcaster of the Athletic Scholarship Podcast, developed the Recruit Me 3.0 system. There are videos he made that are how-to videos that make it easier to get recruited. Along with the videos is a 200-plus page manual with a workbook full of templates to help you not have to reinvent the wheel. This step-by-step manual has the 10 myths about athletic scholarships, the 7 steps to an athletic scholarship, a chapter on how and when to use videos, how to choose the right camps and showcases, how to register with the eligibility centers, parent-athlete teamwork advice, advice for foreign and international students, junior college students, and homeschool students. The manual also covers the importance of your academics, how stats impact your recruiting, what to ask a college coach, recruiting rules, and how to study in high school and college. So don't spend thousands of dollars on a recruiting service. Give the Recruit Me 3.0 Athletic Scholarship System a try. I have a combo special where you not only get the Recruit Me 3.0 system, but you get a $35 valued QR Recruiter Draft Tag. Go to qrrecruiter.com for more information on the draft tag. Give it a try, and if the system doesn't work for you, then there's a 90-day money-back guarantee, and you get to keep the QR Recruiter Draft Tag. This week's episode 299, is a breakdown of an interview with a college basketball player. The last two episodes, episode 297 and 298, were parts 1 and 2 of an interview with Quinn Nelson. Quinn is a senior at Southwest Baptist University in Bolivar, Missouri, and is looking to extend his college basketball career as a graduate student, and then is wanting to play basketball professionally. Go back and listen to those two episodes to hear more about Quinn and his basketball career. In those episodes, Quinn gave us a look, real-time, into his recruitment and into his college career. I wanted to expand on some of the points and pointers Quinn gave you, the Recruit Me families, about recruiting and about college. Early in part 1 of the interview, Quinn gave us some family history, and that both of his parents played a sport in college. You don't have to have a family history in college sports, but if you do, and if you know someone who has had college sports experience, you need to use those people's experience as a reference to what benefits college sports can provide. Find people that have experience with college athletics, family, friends, or teammates, and pick their brains about the experience before, during, and after college. Find out the benefits they received 5, 10, 20, and even 40 years later. Quinn spoke about finding the right fit with both the program and the coaches. Quinn and his family did research, asked questions about the coach's philosophy, the style of play, and his vision of how Quinn would be utilized. As a result, Quinn is now the school's leader in games played, he started every game, minutes played, three-pointers made, and career free throw percentage. And the team went 21-6 this last year. Not only did Quinn find the right program, the right coaches, but he found the right level of play. Southwest Baptist University, or SBU, is an NCAA Division II level school, and Quinn's skills fit that level from the start and enabled him to develop into a top player in the division and in his conference. He was picked as the Great Lakes Valley Conference Player of the Year last year. Quinn also gave credit to his high school coach for running a college-style offense and by helping him make an easier transition into college play. Quinn and I talked about the good competition that Ozark, his high school team, played. Basketball is very good and is highly competitive in the southwest Missouri area. Plus, there are very attractive tournaments that Ozark gets to play in. Quinn talks about how playing in the Bass Pro Tournament of Champions was a great experience. Quinn played against Oak Hill Academy from Mouth of Wilson, Virginia, Christ the King from Middle Village, New York, and Wasatch Academy from Utah. The players that Quinn played against and that were in the Tournament of Champions in 2018 were Keontae Johnson, Keldon Johnson, David McCormick, Tiger Campbell, Courtney Ramey, Darius Garland, and Kofi Cockburn. Quinn made the all-tournament team and averaged 25 points a game in that tournament. This tournament was Quinn's senior year of high school, and Quinn had been a starter since his sophomore year and an all-conference choice his junior year. Quinn explained that he had some college interest as his senior year started. Quinn said that his performance at the Tournament of Champions really didn't get him any new college interests. He had proven he could play against great competition, but he said, quote, that it really only pushed the people, the colleges, that were recruiting him. It pushed them harder, unquote. Along with playing good opposition in high school, Quinn traveled with the Missouri Flight Club team under Dale Lambert. His experience was good, but different with the club team. Different styles of play gave him more opportunities to play for other college coaches and against different players. As Quinn said in the interview, quote, his high school recruitment really wasn't anything crazy, unquote. He had a few contacts after his junior year and then a few more college connections as he hit his senior year through Christmas. Quinn said, quote, my senior year of high school, I was talking to college coaches, and I even found that sometimes they put deadlines on me. For some people, the recruitment process is really stressful, and they want to get it over with. But it was kind of slow for me. I kind of wanted to see what else we could get if we made a state run, or if someone was going to come in at the last minute, unquote. Advice from Quinn was that college coaches will sell you on high points of their program, high points of the college, and all that is valuable. But talking to the players on the team was the most important. Ask players what the players like about the school, about the team, about the program. Ask players about the coach and the relationship with coaches and players. All of these questions help you find a fit. He used visits to get a feel for campuses, talk to professors and others inside and outside the program, like trainers, advisors, and maybe other coaches. On visits, you need to get a feel for how the town or the city or the community feels. Another valuable thing that Quinn did was to involve his family, and they used a whiteboard to write down the pros and cons of each college. Quinn said this helped in being able to visualize the pros and cons. Quinn did say that he wished he would have emailed and reached out to more colleges. He wished he would have had sent film, stats, his GPA, and let more coaches know about him. Like he said in retrospect, quote, there's no shame in just reaching out to people. The worst thing that they can say is no, unquote. Recruit Me and the resources Recruit Me provides really promotes making a list of colleges, doing research on those colleges, and contacting the schools that fit you and your parameters. The show notes have links for the free Recruiting Power Pack, the Athletic Scholarship Playbook, the Athletic Scholarship 24-month Planner and Journal, and the Recruit Me 3.0 Athletic Scholarship System. One of the things that Quinn said in the interview was that part of his finding his fit to a college basketball program was finding a playing style that fit him. Quinn thrived in a motion offense at his high school back in Ozark. His high school coach teaches a ball-sharing, screen-setting, basketball IQ offense. It is hard to guard and unselfish, but finds the player or the players that have the tools to score. It also teaches to make that extra pass or to set a screen to benefit the team as a whole. Quinn learned in high school that doing back cuts and cutting off screens to get his shots was the way he was going to make his team better. Quinn said that going from Ozark to SBU, there was an opportunity to, quote, not take much time for the learning curve in terms of the offensive system, unquote. I also asked Quinn to give some advice to future college athletes. He said to take care of your time management. The quote from him was, you've got to be able to manage your time well, and you've got to be able to put school and athletics first, unquote. He also said to be on time, even early for everything. Be on time or early for classes, practice, games, and meetings. He also said to use your resources. Use your academic advisors, teachers, trainers, coaches, and other classmates. A little more advice from Quinn was about social aspects. He said that he loved his guys, meaning his basketball teammates, but making friends outside your sport is important. It is hard to be in clubs and organizations on campus, but meeting other students and learning about them widens your college experience. Quinn said, quote, don't limit yourself to just tunnel vision on your sport, unquote. Interviews like these 2 episodes with Quinn are great resources to both the high school student-athlete and their family. The Athletic Scholarship Podcast has had interviews since I started being the host with college players, parents of college recruits, an academic advisor, a mindset mentor, and college coaches of golf, baseball, and basketball. Go to recruit-me.com and click on the Recruit Me Podcast tab. There are interviews with the Givens family, the parents of a recently committed basketball player, of a former college basketball coach that has been at many levels of college basketball. An interview with Randy Merriman, who is the head coach of Baptist Bible College and also the head of the Midwest Marucci Baseball Club. There's an interview with my son, Parker, an interview with Missouri State men's golf coach, Neil Stafford, an interview with a parent of a D1 college soccer player and at that time a high school player being recruited, Kevin Easley, an interview with a parent of 3 college athletes, Paul Putt, an academic advisor, Glenn Quick from the University of Kansas, college basketball coach Barry Henson, who's now with Oklahoma State. There's an interview with a parent of a kid that's going through the recruiting process, and this parent happens to have coached college track and field and was a former Olympian for the United States Olympic team in Atlanta. And my favorite interview of all was my interview with John Fugler, the original podcaster of the Athletic Scholarship Podcast. And in episode 151, I told the story of what we were going through with Parker and with Sutton as we went through the recruiting process. So jump in and take 15 minutes, 30 minutes, or an hour and listen to some of these podcasts and get some great tips and advice and let you know that other people are in the same position as you are and use their expertise to help you reduce the time, the stress, and the cost of recruiting. I recently had some parents reach out to me after their son committed to play basketball in college. The family had purchased the 2 books from Recruit Me and had listened to many podcasts and had attended one of my local college athletic recruiting seminars, CARS 101. The parents said, quote, we referred to the books several times, and your presentation gave us tons of ideas. The advice to continue contacting coaches, send out regular emails with highlight links, and make lists of schools he was definitely interested in, plus making a backup list, helped guide us through the process, unquote. I really enjoy getting feedback from student athletes and families as they get help from any of their Recruit Me resources. Feel free to email me at Brent, B-R-E-N-T, at recruit-me.com with any questions about recruiting and any comments of how the Recruit Me resources have helped in any way. Join me next week, next Tuesday, to help celebrate the Athletic Scholarship Podcast's 300th episode. I'll review the longevity of the Athletic Scholarship Podcast and some of the best advice for recruiting. Subscribe and listen on iTunes, the Apple Podcast app, Stitcher, Google Play, TuneIn, or iHeart, so you'll always get the latest episode as soon as it posts on Tuesday. You'll learn something new each episode that will take you through your athletic scholarship journey. So thank you for listening, and join me next week as we celebrate episode number 300 of the Athletic Scholarship Podcast.